gathered here to give a farewell for our 2020 batch students. I, Nagashree Nagaraj from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, welcome you all again. So now we have our beloved principal, Dr. V. Sadashivegaura, sir, with us. So, sir, few words on this occasion.
Good morning to all of you. We are giving a farewell to the outgoing batch of 2020 and batch who joined our institute in the year 2016 and who have been with us till 2020 has been a great batch because during this batch we got our institute accredited by NAC with an A grade, and also the re-accreditation of 500 graduate programs and civil engineering program has happened. So I believe that this batch is a golden batch for us. They immensely helped our institute to grow, and we look forward to host this function. Because of pandemic, we had to delay it, and the day has come. Today we are going to have a great get-together, a great photo session with the outgoing students, and I look forward to seeing each one of them today. Thank you, madam.
So, would you like to cherish any of the moments with our 2020 batch students?
Very recently, because of pandemic, we had to have the CS meeting online, and all the CS, used to attend the online meetings. That was something I would cherish because we used to have the CS meeting offline, and also we used to have lunch together. And the many activities, in fact, it could be the sports activities, cultural activities. Of course, we could not hold the video last year, but on earlier occasions, when this batch conducted Vidyut, it could be in 2017, 18, 19. Yes, we cherish those moments, and we will continue to remember those moments in our life. Thank you.
Testing. Hello.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello.
So, wishes for our 2020 batch students.
Hello.
Yeah, this 2020 batch, they had both ups and downs.
Hello. Testing. Hello. 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 My testing. 8 1 2 3. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Associate Professor in the Department of EEE. I'm also the Teaching Learning Group and Innovation Club Coordinator. It's a very great privilege to be a part of this farewell 2020. Today we have with us Dr. N.S. Lingegowda sir, who is the Alumni Coordinator. Let me ask a few questions to him. Sir, ಈಗ ಪಾಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋಂಥ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ 2020 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂದೇಶ ಏನು ಸರ್?
ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನೀವು ಈ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನಿಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಉಜ್ವಲವಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಪಾಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ 2020 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಯುಮಿನೈ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್?
ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಅಲ್ಯುಮಿನಿ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸೆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ globally all over the world, and also recently we have conducted global virtual alumni meet for the first time. So we have got good response from all over the world from our students. So I request newly graduating students to be with us and join your hands with us to strong this alumni network still in a big way and help the coming budding engineers for getting jobs in companies, and we need your cooperation. Thank you.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ.
Good morning, sir. So we have our beloved HOD, Dr. Ravi Kumar with us. So, sir, would you like to cherish any of the moments with this 2020 batch students, sir?
Very good morning to one and all. First of all, I wish you a happy new year to all of you. And the cherished moment with this batch is, this is an amazing batch. You know why? Even though during this pandemic situation, they learned a lot. And just to share a few things with this batch, they did a lot of activities. They involved in a lot of activities. I was just going through the application they applied for Best Outgoing and Best Achiever. I could see that each and every student has got more than 50 to 60 pages of document of their achievement. It shows that how enthusiastic they are when they were in the college campus. And I'm happy to mention that this batch is exceptionally good because this batch has brought a lot of things into the department. To mention few, they are very active in open source lab. They were into Google Developers Club. They brought the Google Developers Club into the campus, and they could able to renovate once again. And I'm happy to mention that the students of this Google Developers Club, Android Student Chapter, ASIM Student Chapter, CSA Chapter, they were into many clubs many activities. They won a lot of, they brought a lot of lawrence to the department. They have participated in hackathons. They won the prizes. They did a lot of things when they were in the campus. I'm very happy to mention that this is an exceptional batch. I'm able to say that. And I hope this batch will do a lot of things in their future also. I wish them a success in their all their future endeavors. And I'm sure that even though this pandemic 2020 is a kind of a pandemic year, but still they could be able to achieve a lot during this year.
Thank you so much, sir. So, your warm wishes for our students.
As I already said, I wish them all success in their all future endeavors. And also, I'm sure that they come back to the campus and they will help their juniors and they will see that whatever that club they brought into the department, and that will be there forever in the institution of VVCE. Wish you all the best for all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for your inspiring words.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you.
Hello. Seeing the growth of the college all these days, and also you are carrying a good impression to the world that VVC is one of the best college in the entire Karnataka. I wish you well.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for your inspiring words. Good morning, sir. Good morning. So we have our Honorable Secretary, Engineer P. Vishwanath with us. Sir, would you like to share a few words on this occasion we are giving?
Hello. Good morning. Hello. 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 Working.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm Megha B, Assistant Professor in the Department of ISC. Now we have Sam sir from Mechanical Department. So can you just brief out about your interactions with the students of your this batch of Mechanical and cherish few moments you spent with them?
Good morning. It gives me a great pleasure and privilege to tell many things about the Department of Mechanical Engineering. You all know that from time immemorial, mechanical engineering has been popularly regarded as Royal Mechanical. This clearly implied that the faculty members, students, and others belonging to the Department of Mechanical Engineering will have royal approach with zeal and effervescence. The students of Department of Mechanical Engineering who has been recently passed out has been phenomenally good. Each and every student has been very pragmatic by approach, also dedicated, devoted, and determined. The style of functioning of Department of Mechanical Engineering has been always unique and also innovative. The rapport between the faculty members and students have been extraordinarily good. Each and every faculty member has been very dedicated and determined in imparting excellent education to the students of mechanical engineering, and in future it is really possible for them to excel with flying colors. In nutshell, the students of mechanical engineering and the bondage between the faculty members and with the Department of Mechanical Engineering is absolutely encomiastic. Really, the interaction with the students is memorable. The practical thoughts also, the thought-provoking ideas of students were simply appreciated. The style, whatever they used to imbibe, has been appreciated by each and every faculty member, and this will really help the students to have greater posterity. So, in a line, the Department of Mechanical Engineering will be eternal, everlasting, and evergreen. Thank you.
Thank you for your inspiring words, sir. children? Am I audible?
ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಕೊಡಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮು. ಹಲೋ 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 ಕೊಟ್ರಾ? ಸತೀಶ್ ಸತೀಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಾ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮು? ಹಲೋ 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 ಕೊಡಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಒಂಚೂರು. ಹಲೋ
Hello.
ಸತೀಶ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಂ ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು.
A warm pleasant morning everyone present here. January 30th is observed as a Martyrs' Day every year across the country to mark the death anniversary of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Martyrs' Day or Shahid Divas also aims at paying respect to the freedom fighters who gave up their lives in the fight for India's independence. On this regard, I request the gathering to stand and observe 1 minute silence in the memory of martyred freedom fighters. celebration. It is appropriate that we begin our program with prayer. God shapes the world by prayer. The more prayer is the world, the better the world will be. I now request Ms. Mara Radhika from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering to render the invocation and seek the blessings of Almighty. Thank you, Dara, for the glorious invocation. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is an action and example. We are fortunate to have such a leader on our beloved principal, Dr. V.V.C.E. I now request our beloved principal to welcome the gatherings of West Bengal Council.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Chief Guest of today's function, Mr. Raja Warwar, Executive Director, Borobora Association Limited. Sri Gauda, Honorable President, Vidyavadhyaya Sangha. Sri P.V. Vishwanath, Honorable Secretary, Vidyavadhyaya Sangha. Sri Sailana Mandava, Honorable President, Vidyavadhyaya Sangha. Honorable members of the Board of Management, heads of institutions, deans, heads of departments, distinguished invitees, graduate class of 2020, present media, beloved colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, I deem it an honor to deliver welcome address on this auspicious occasion. It was supposed to be held in the month of May, but due to pandemic, it is being held today, almost 8 months later. We desire passionately that you must invite Mr. Raja Warwar to today's function, since he has seen the education system both in India and abroad, particularly in the United States of America. In addition, he also comes from a family of entrepreneurs. He is young, dynamic, and you, sir. Sri Gauda, Honorable Secretary of Devasanga, former Corrector of Mysuru City Corporation, has touched on devotee of Rama, is simple, friendly, and straightforward person. I extend my welcome to you, sir. Engineer B. Honorable Secretary of Devasanga, former Mayor of Mysuru City Corporation, Mr. Vishwanath is a forward thinking, proactive, and pragmatic leader who works tirelessly to take the institute to greater heights. Let me explain how to welcome you, sir. Sri Devasanga is also chairman of the Education Committee, SCCI, an industrialist, a humble and polite person. Hearty welcome to you, sir. I extend a hearty welcome to Sri Swami Baba, the Director of Devasanga. I extend a hearty welcome to Mr. Sansan Venkateshwar, Barupa Exhibition Limited, where he is the manager. I extend a hearty welcome to Mr. Pradeep from Barupa. Hearty welcome to Deans, heads of departments, hearty welcome to the graduate class of 2020. Yes, you could make it today at a short notice. Pleasant welcome to Pleasant Media. Dear graduate class, ladies and gentlemen, let me say a few facts about our institute. Vidyavala College of Engineering, popularly known as VVCE, was established in the year 1997 with 4 undergraduate programs and with an intake of 140. Today, we have 7 undergraduate programs, 3 postgraduate programs, and 9 research centers, with a total student population of close to 3,500, including 7 research scholars working in the program. And we also have a total faculty strength of 210 in our institute. I am also happy to state that 6 undergraduate programs are accredited by NIA, that during your period for 3 years, and the institute is also accredited by National Assessment and Accreditation Council with an A grade. Owing to constant ever encouraging management, dedicated and committed students, we have been able to raise the bar of excellence in the technical and management education space with each passing year. As a testimony, we consistently ranked one among the top 15 educational institutes in the state of Karnataka. Some of the accomplishments in the previous academic year are as follows. We have maintained one of the stages which we have aspired for the last 2 years. 5 undergraduate programs were re-accredited in the year 2020. Civil engineering program was accredited for the first time in the year 2023 year. We have established AI and artificial intelligence and machine learning in the intake of 60 from the current academic year. And for the first time, we have established NCC with 100 days. And we initially had given us 50 with persistent effort from regulars, we could raise it to 100 days. One online instruction program was effectively conducted for the first person students in spite of the pandemic. Have developed by the computer science engineering students in the hospital has been a great hit. For the first time, we have conducted online coaching to the aspiring students, and the sports complex ready for use, and we have been able to maintain for the first time 15:1 student category ratio. Some of the other achievements of the institute are as follows. We could file 98 patents in the last academic year. Out of 33, so far 19 patents we could file in the last academic year, and 39 have been published. And 101 papers have been published by our student community, 139 technical talks have been conducted, 21 industry visits, 875 online courses have been completed by our students, and 80 workshops have been done both offline and online. And 26 faculty development programs have been conducted, and faculty have published 216 papers in leading journals, and 67 research proposals have been sent out, of which we got approximately 36 lakhs. Besides, some of the best practices of the institute are as follows. The institute gives away scholarship of rupees 30 lakh, and each scholarship is 75,000 Indian students. And lab for facility from our library, lecture capsule solution in the 46 classrooms, Apple lab, Intel lab, Wipro lab, EN robot lab in association with IIT Mumbai, Dassault lab, electronic lab in association with many industries. Incubation facility for our startups, 2 buses for exclusively to take our students to industry trips, incentive for R&D facilities, incentive for R&D activities, intensive training by the training and placement department, university innovation fellow program in association with Stanford University, introduction of engineering exploration, social innovation for some students. There are over 30 clubs that provide opportunity for holistic personality development for students. It is our constant endeavor to provide excellent ambience for holistic growth for every student. Dear graduate class, all this is not possible without your complete support, hard work and encouragement. This is the 20th graduate class from our institution since its inception in 1997. Let me provide you some statistics of this graduate class. 730 students are graduating this year, out of which 622 from the undergraduate programs and 114 from the postgraduate programs. Roughly 423 that amount to 57.5% boys and 313 that is 42.5% girls. Last year we had 42% girls and it has 3.5% this year. And 17 students are from outside Karnataka. Dear graduate students, you stay in our institute from 2 years for the postgraduate programs and 3 to 4 years for the undergraduate programs. I hope your stay was educational, meaningful, and met your expectations. I am certain that our institute has also grown along with you. Ability to adapt and changes, continuous learning attitude, effective time management, and positive outlook are some of the key attributes that propel you phenomenal success. And face the dynamic world and life challenges effectively. Dear students and friends, I would say alumni, you may become managers, teachers, officers, leaders, CEOs, policy makers. Whatever you become, remember your roots. Remember your parents, remember your friends, remember the person who have touched your life in this journey. Remember your VVCE. I wish you a bright future. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a warm welcome to you too.
Live in our traditional lamp lighting ceremony, I now request the dignitaries to join the lamp lighting ceremony.
ತೆಗಿರಿ ಬೇಡ ಬೇಗ ತೆಗಿರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಇದು ಲೈಫ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಬಿಡಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
sure every student here has loads of memories that you have created in the last few years of your journey at VVCE. Let us now listen from few of our students about their journey at VVCE. I call upon Mr. Monappa from MBA to share his words on this occasion.
My name is Ryan Monappa and I've been a part of Vidya Vardhaka from past 2 years. I just want to say I'm immensely happy to be back here and very proud to be associated with Vidya Vardhaka College. When I first visited this college, before deciding to join this college, I was a little doubtful. But then after I entered this college, I found the atmosphere very welcoming. And I also had a chat with Dr. Balaji Rao sir. I also had a chat with Dr. Balaji Rao sir, who's our HOD, and he was very warm, very endearing. And I had a word with him, and he just made us all feel very comfortable. So as I speak, I can see him giving me a big smile. So, sir, you were one of the reasons why I joined this college, and obviously the other reason being the international tour, which didn't happen. Then I've had an amazing journey these past 2 years with a lot of learning, with a lot of fun. And talking about fun, we were taken to Kunti Betta, where we were a part of different activities, where we learned what is the importance of teamwork. And also, we had a national tour, which was to Dehradun, and there it was a whole new experience for us because we learned a lot from that. Along with that, we also had different activities in class just to have a better understanding of the concepts. Then our international tour, which unfortunately we couldn't go because of the pandemic. Everything was set. April first week we had to move, but then Corona happened, unfortunately. I believe when we invest in something, we have to reap maximum benefit out of it. And this is exactly what happened in college. They didn't stop just with the national trips, with the international tours. They also provided multiple trainings and several other workshops, which helped me a lot personally to be who I am today. And that has helped me to be more confident, be more articulate, be more expressive. And I just want to say thank you to Balaji Rao sir and also our faculty for all the guidance that they've given me and to make me who I am today. And also, I would like to thank Vijayalakshmi ma'am for all her guidance throughout the year, and just want to say I have a lot of gratitude towards all of you, and I love you guys, even though you didn't give me internal marks. Thank you.
Thank you, Monappa. All the best for your future. I now request Ms. Piyusha from Department of Computer Science and Engineering to share her words.
A very good afternoon to everyone here. It's not the first time. No matter how many times we are called to talk here, we'll be so proud because at the end of the day, we are proud VVCians, not just for today and forever. I still remember when we entered the department, I come from a Department of Computer Science. We were a bit nervous. We were not sure. We had a lot of confusions in our head. And it was the first interaction with our head of the department, Dr. Ravi sir. He was so accommodating and encouraging. Trust me, from then to this day, there's no turning back. Yes, sir. And The entire team of computer science is just one best team led by a great captain. We have seen them, we've witnessed from close quarters how they work hard every day. I remember, reaching out to a lot of lecturers with diverse of things. And not just one day or twice, no matter how many times we went them, at any time. Even they work beyond their capacity to help us. The passion they had, the excitement they were filled with, we could see it every day. And that's what made us what we are today. VVCE has a great impact in my life, and it holds a very, very good position that, it will matter for the rest of my life. Once we gained enough confidence in our department, we were able to approach a beloved principal. I remember a lot of times when we went to reach out to him with a lot of project proposals or to raise a concern. Every single time he listened to us. Even in his busy schedule, he makes time, patiently listen to every student. That's the dedication he has towards it. And when we saw when we had such an interaction, it gave us so much confidence that no matter what problem we had or no matter what idea we had, we would reach out to them because they would give us inputs, which was like a bonus. And I must mention, when we heard about this program called UF, it was the first time in Mysuru. And even to this day, probably our college, VVC, is the only institution in and around to have a program like that at global level. So when we had to apply, the management not just agreed, not just helped us, they also supported us by funding us. They gave us a space in the incubation center so we could make use of her to work on our projects. Along with UIF, there are a lot of clubs and societies for you to make use of. There is ECEL, and when you go to your respective departments, there are a lot of labs set up for you. There could be Google groups, there could be ACM like we have in our department. There is an OSL lab which is open 24 hours a day for you to go and access all its resources and make use of it. I must say, you are still here, you still have time. Don't make it a point when you come over here that you regret that I did not make use of the resources yet. I would just say one last thing. Every lecturer in VVCE, I could connect it to, they are in the water. It's as though they picked up from the shore and they taught us how to swim, and they don't expect anything. They just watch us reach the shore and they're there, still in the water, to pick the next batch, and that is you. Yeah, it is hard to say because it's time to say a goodbye to this place, but I must say I'm very grateful to be a VVCN and will be. So I just like to wish you all good luck, and thank you all for having me here today.
Thank you, Piyusha. That was indeed a nice words from you. I now request Ms. Deeksha from Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering to express her thoughts.
Good morning to all the respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, deans, HODs, professors, teaching and non-teaching staff, and all my dear friends. Today is a special day. The day we open doors to new horizons, on the day of our graduation, with suits and saris shining as bright as our 4 years long journey. So I am Deeksha, passed out student from Electronics and Communication Department. I feel honored to speak on behalf of my classmates about our department. I remember being very nervous on the first day of my college. I indeed did not know anyone, and I was not familiar about the surroundings. But today, standing here, I can say that these 4 years have clearly changed us all into a totally new, better, confident, optimistic, and independent human, with a much broad vision to upcoming life. And none of this would have been possible if not for the efforts put in by our lecturers in molding us made us ready to handle anything and everything life throws by our way. We all show immense gratitude towards our department for their constant support and encouragement for discovering the true potential in us. Our department lecturers have taught us more than what is taught in books, which is immeasurable and cannot be acquired anywhere else. They are the prime reason for shaping our destiny ahead. Since 4 years, they have been supporting us, correcting, motivating, and guiding us. The efforts they had put in to understand our doubts and problems we faced is beyond limits. The level of dedication and patience with which our counselors addressed us, we were fortunate to have such lecturers in our department. During our exams, they were always persistent in helping us, providing the notes, online classes during the pandemic time, and always encouraged us in extracurricular activities as well. So I would like to highlight few of the facilities of my department. Starting with the VLSI course, which was an extra training program in our department, and which helped us a lot. And I personally was a student of VLSI. There was a separate lab setup for it, and which was 24/7 available for us to learn and work on it more. There were many tech talks arranged by my department, which gave us a closure about the latest technologies and filled in us the enthusiasm to know more about it. Our department have won the Cultural Fest for 3 consecutive years, and then comes the most awaited time of the year, which is the industrial visit. So our department always supported us with all the requests we approached them with, and the robotic and the IoT lab setup was initiated successfully in our department. Adding to this, there were many other innovative and enlightening initiatives taken by our department. So I'm really thankful for all the opportunities and resources available in my department. I would like to thank our beloved head of the department, who constantly inspired us through his words and deeds. Dear non-teaching staff, thank you for always being there. Then comes my lovely friends. Without each other, I don't think we could have survived and crossed all the hurdles by our way. So we have created memories in this college that will last for a lifetime. So if I had an opportunity to relive this college days, I would jump into it without a second thought. So how fast these 4 years vanish with love, joy, study, and sorrow. So it really astounds me. The campus, the college, the beauty, and our lecturers, deans, HODs, everybody have been so much supportive with us. So we engineers live the most precious moments of our life in this campus. So lastly, I feel proud saying that among all the department, EC was the best department in the VVC. So we will definitely miss being a VVC student, and I'm really thankful on behalf of my department for all the facilities and resources available. So thank you, and all the best for future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Diksha. By your words that we get to know VVC and Department of VCE has provided the best 4 years of your engineering. I now request Ms. Pragya from Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering to share her experience with us.
Problems as always. Now this would be the final time that carrying sheets of paper wouldn't be called as malpractice, so thankful for that. Respected principal, the chief guest of the day, the management, the head of the various departments, my teaching and non-teaching staff, and finally, my batchmates, or rather I would call official pass-outs of 2020. A very good morning to each one of you. I'm extremely thankful to VVC for the strict anti-ragging policy, and I guess by right now you could have guessed why. These 4 years have been a roller coaster ride for each one of us. Now, we have had our low and anxious moments, say having bad mood due to lack of sleep, boring classes, fought and lost your dear and near ones sometimes, hectic schedules, especially the night before exams, and especially if you get blank at the moment. Do you guys remember the first days that you entered college and found every face unfamiliar? And later on when you got used to them, and one day when you enter into CCD and you find that all the trees have been chopped down. That was really heartbreaking for me because then we had to find a new spot to chill out. Now, you could call me really optimistic right now because the previous list that I told and the list now I'm going to tell about my good moments will definitely outlist the previous one. To begin with, fresh air of Mysuru. Infrastructural facilities, banking facilities, linked holidays, food during training, although it gets little difficult to resist falling asleep during the training sometimes. Hackathons, marathons, Vidyut, mock interview sessions, endless workshops, and how could I forget the most important thing of VVC and the most lovable thing, our dear principal, Dr. B. Sadashiva Gowda. Sir, I think you're the one person I could never find anyone else calmer than you. Now my soul knows about the velocity of the butterflies in my stomach every time I come on the stage. But over the course of time, these butterflies have really vanished. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to mention Ms. Rupa Priya JK, TPO and VVC Coordinator for Toastmasters International. Thank you, ma'am, for providing the platform to express, to grow, and to learn. Now, how could I forget these people? To the Department of Electrical and Electronics, headed by Dr. Shobha Shankar, even though subjects were tough, you guys were tougher for us. For genuinely listening to any problems we faced, for conducting special classes, for conducting weeks-long training seamlessly, taking all the measures so that portions are completed on time, for asking, are you doing okay today? For mentoring regularly and molding me into a better person that I am filled with gratitude. Now, last but not the least, I consider myself the most luckiest girl to have friends who were always just a call away to help anytime. And a special shout out to my dear friends who taught me Kannada and made me fluent in it. So, ellargu namaskara. For being part in the journey of my life and showering me tons of your support, love and care, I thank each and every one of you and hope that we reach heights. And as the cliche goes, sky is not the limit. So go higher, guys, and wish you all the best. Thank you all.
Thank you, Pragya. I'm sure that you are a very active and enthusiastic student in these 4 years, and I wish all the juniors of us would follow her in the same way. I now call upon Ms. Varsha from Department of Civil Engineering to convey her words to us.
Good morning, one and all. Umbrella cannot stop the rain, but makes us stand in rain. Confident may not bring success, but gives us power to face any challenges in life, says APJ Abdul Kalam. Greetings to Sri Gundappa Gowda sir, President Vidyavadaka Sangha Mysuru, Sir Engineer Sir P. Vishwanath sir, Secretary VVCE VVS Mysuru, Dr. B. Sadashiva Gowda sir, Principal VVCE Mysuru, Dr. S.K. Prasad sir, HOD, Department of Civil Engineering, Dr. H.S. Dayananda sir, Dean Examinations, Professors, and all my dear fellow friends.
I, Varsha M, graduated in 2020 from the Department of Civil Engineering, VVCE, Mysuru. I'm feeling so blessed to be a part of this farewell occasion today. VVCE has been an excellent platform to build our strong sense of knowledge, personality, and our curricular venture well. The very supportive pillars of our college are professors who have always strived and excellent to blossom and spread the positivity and sparkle the strong sense of knowledge by reflecting through their instructions, helping to mold us in a perfect shape in our society. I express my sincere gratitude to Principal, HOD, and all my professors for enlightening us with their knowledge with lots of opportunities in all aspects. The two hardest things in our life is to say hello for the first time and goodbye for the last time. Looking back to this 4 years of blissful journey in VVCE brings us a satisfying, overwhelming happiness where all the memories are chirping at our heart. I feel like yesterday we stepped into this campus with all the aspirations in our mind to achieve our goals. I still have those days in my eyes where we happened to go for an induction program in campus and having known anyone in this college and till date having known every aspect in VVCE. As the time flies, the bonding among us became stronger, got along to take part in various curricular activities in Vidyut, Department Fest, inter-college and inter-college competitions, workshops, bar camps, survey camp, etc. All these gave us an excellent exposure with our academics as well. A great initiative which was taken by our principal and professor for organizing an industrial visit with various sectors to provide us in practical exposure to make our industry ready, gave us a quality education. VBCE also encouraged us to take part in various club activities which enhances our talent and boosted our self-confidence to build skill among us. Our memories of yesterday will last a lifetime. We'll take the best, forget the rest, and some days we'll find these days were the best. Most of us were unhappy that we ended up in graduating in 2020 in this pandemic era. So this was the day we were waiting for. I sincerely thank management for the sweetest gesture for making our journey memorable. If we are brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward us with the best hello. Having said this, I wish all my dearest friends for their successful future ahead, and let us all reunite as a proud alumni of VVCE with the joy of success on our faces and overwhelming personality in the society, making our parents and our institute proud. Let us accept our past without any regrets, handle our present with confidence, and face our future without fear. I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to VVCE for providing this opportunity to share my view on this occasion. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Varsha, for your gracious words about the VVCE and Department of Civil Engineering. We wish you all the best. I now call upon Mr. Pramoda from Department of Information Science and Engineering to speak a few words.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 7-8 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಖುಷಿನೇ ಹೊರಟೋಗಿತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಫೇರ್ವೆಲ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು 3 ವರ್ಷ ಫುಲ್ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಫುಲ್ ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಆಗೋದು ಎರಡೇ. ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಫೇರ್ವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಅಂಥದ್ದೇನು ನಡೀಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಕೊರೋನಾ ವೈರಸ್ಸಿಂದ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ನಮ್ಮ 4 ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ನ ನಾವೊಂದು ಫಿಲಮ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಮೂವಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಫಿಲಮ್ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವರು ಜನರಲ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದರು, ಕೆಲವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಲ್ಕನಿ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದರು. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವರು ಇದೆರಡು ಸೀಟ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದಿರ್ತಾರ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದರು. ಬಟ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಸಿನಿಮಾ. ಆ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು, ಖುಷಿ ಪಟ್ರು. ಇನ್ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿದು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತು. ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಅರ್ಧದಿಂದ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಎದ್ದೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಕೆಲವರು ಕಾಮಿಡಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಬರೋರು, ಕೆಲವರು ಟೈಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೋರು ನೋಡಿದೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದು ಒಂದನೇ, ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ನ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸು, ಫುಲ್ ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ತನಕ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು ಸಿನಿಮಾ, ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಪಟ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆದ 20-30 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಡ್ರಿ ಮನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಫೋನ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ನೋಡೋದ್ವಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗೀತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಈ ವಿಷಯ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಥಿಕ್ ಡೇ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಫ್ರಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅವರು ಫೇರ್ವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗಿದೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ, ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ನಾನು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ನಿಜ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಐಎಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ರಿಗ್ರೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ HOD ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಐಎಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ HOD ಸರ್ಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಶುರು ಆದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಬಂದಾಗ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ನನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಸೆ ಆಯಿತು, ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಥರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈತ ಒಂದು ನನ್ನ ಆಸೆಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಸಾಥ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು 2 ಕ್ಲಬ್ಗಳು. ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಗಳು ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಆಗಿದ್ದು 2 ಕ್ಲಬ್. ಒಂದು VVCE ಟೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಲಿನೂ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿತ್ತು, ತಿದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ VVCE ಟೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬು ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್. ನಾನು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ತಗೋಬೋದು ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಅದು. ತುಂಬಾ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಮರ್ತೋಗೋ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ತುಂಬ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆ 2 ಕ್ಲಬ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಆಟೋನಮಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರು. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಓದಿದ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆಟೋನಮಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈವ್ಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅಡಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ತಾನೇ US ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನೆನಪು. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ID ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಗಿ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗೋಗಿದೆ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫೇರ್ವೆಲ್ಗೆ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮುಖಗಳನ್ನ. ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಫೇರ್ವೆಲ್ ರಿಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಡೇಟು ಟೈಮು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಿಗೋ ಥರ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, 4 ವರ್ಷ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಆಗಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಭೇಟಿ ಆಕಸ್ಮಿಕ, ಅಗಲಿಕೆ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯ, ನೆನಪುಗಳು ಚಿರಸ್ಮರಣೀಯ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಮೆಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಎವಿಟಬಲ್ ಟು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಮರೀಸ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವರ್ ಅಂತ. ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಖಾಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪುಗಳನ್ನ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಯಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲಿ, ನೀವು ಹೋಗುವಂಥ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗಲಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಚಿಯರ್ಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, Pramod. It was indeed a very beautiful thoughts from you, and I am sure he has brought that smile back in your face, and he has recalled all that memories of yours in the last 4 years. Thank you and wish you all the best. I now request Mr. Chandrakant Sharma from Department of Mechanical Engineering to share his words with us.
Namaskara. Good morning. I am Chandrakant Sharma speaking on behalf of Mechanical Department. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ನಾವು ಫುಲ್ ರಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಾಯಲ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ನೆನ್ನೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂತಾಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಥರ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಗೆ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದೇನು ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಜಿಯೋ ಫ್ರೀ ಸಿಮ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಪಬ್ಜಿ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. 4 ವರ್ಷ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ, ಪಬ್ಜಿನೂ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸೇರಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ 4 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ NBA ಅಕ್ರಿಡೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, NAC ಅಕ್ರಿಡೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಆಟೋನಮಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ 2 ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಥರ ಇದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ HOD. ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಲೈಕ್ SAE, ಬಾಹಾ, ಗೋಕಾಟ್, ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಸಿಂಗಿಂಗ್, ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾವು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಕೂಡ. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 6 to 7 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಸುತ್ತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳು ಬಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸುಮಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ 40+ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ಲೆಸ್ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು. ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಕನಸು, ಈ ಥರ ಕನಸು, ಅದು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೇಲೇ ಕೂತ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ, 2 GB ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ಟು, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಹಾಕೋ, ಡಲ್ಗೋನ ಕಾಫಿ, ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ, ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಮೊರೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈಗ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ನಮ್ಮ HOD, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರೂ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಚ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ರಾತ್ರಿ 1 ಗಂಟೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ನಗ್ನಗ್ತಾ ಬಾಗಿಲು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬರಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಖಾಲಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಲಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪೂರ್ಣೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕವಾಗಿದೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಏನೇನೋ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು ಸುಖಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಷ್ಟ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ನಾವೇನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ನಗ್ನಗ್ತಾ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಒಂದೋ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಲ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಗೆಲ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. ಕಲಿಯೋದನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಕ್ತಿರೋಣ. ಸೋತ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶುರುವಿಂದ ಕರೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮರೆಯೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಜರ್ನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎವ್ರಿವನ್.
Thank you, Mr. Chandrakant. That was indeed nice that you expressed all your feelings and thoughts that you had about your department. Thank you very much and all the best for your future. On this occasion, we are very fortunate to have with us as chief guest, Shri Rajat Agarwal, Executive Director, Boroka Extrusions Private Limited. I now request Dr. S.A. Mohan Krishna, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to introduce the chief guest to all of us.
Very good afternoon. Members of august audience and dignitaries festooned on the days. The greatest physicist of the yester millennium, the stalwart Professor Albert Einstein, once said that the exceptional task of a man is to disembark at the prevalent commandments from which universe can be built up by pure presumption. There is no plausible pathway to these laws. Only perception resting on sympathetic comprehension of experience can educate them. It gives me a great pleasure and privilege in introducing the signature of the day's program, Rajat Agarwal, the Director, Baruka Extrusions Private Limited. Mr. Rajat Agarwal, an instinctive and intuitive industrialist, diligent promoter, kind-hearted gentleman, is unquestionably a celebrity, worth to have perceptive perspectives for his incredible accomplishments done towards professional world. Mr. Rajat holds a BSc degree from Bryant University, United States of America, with a double concentration in management and economics, where he was a recipient of the prestigious Dean's Scholarship Award. After completing his graduation in 2004, he moved to Boston and worked at a startup consulting firm called Measuring Success. He moved back to India in 2007 and started working for Baruka Extrusions Private Limited, a cent percent subsidiary of YKKAP, Japan. He is currently the Vice President of Aluminium Extruder Council of India and the youngest governing council member of Aluminium Association of India. He is also the founder of rsvpapps.com, an email productivity app, and hanotake.com. He is an avid squash and a badminton player and is based out of Mysuru, India. His salient attributes like firmness, resoluteness, unprecedented knowledge towards society is absolutely encomiastic. So, may well you eternally be propelling and perfect the exuberance of knowledge as an emblem of cheerness to the world. I sincerely thank the concerned authority in giving me a golden opportunity in introducing the signature of the day's program, Mr. Rajat Agarwal. Thank you. I remain.
Thank you, sir. I now request the dignitaries to felicitate the chief guest of today's function, Shri Rajat Agarwal. Thank you, everyone. I now request Chief Guest Shri Rajat Agarwal to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy I got the felicitation done before my speech. That takes off a big load off my mind. Now I'm not worried about how I speak, what I speak. But it's very funny and nostalgic being back in a graduation or a farewell ceremony. My own ceremony was in the year 2004. This was in Boston. I went there as a 17-year-old in the year 2000 and then graduated in 2004 with a double major in management and economics. During the graduation ceremony, I was already very excited about what the future holds. I was dreaming of getting a great job. I was already picking out which TV I would buy, what furniture I would choose, where I would live, what kind of friends I would have, what kind of girlfriend I would have. So I was already planning these things during my graduation ceremony. Once I graduated, I started the move from outskirts of Boston to downtown Boston. And that's when the first dose of reality hit me. I come from an industrial family. It's a large industrial family. Total sales of the entire group is about $1 billion US. And up until my graduation, my father had made life very easy for me. I was getting regular pocket money while I was studying. And he had told me that once I graduate, it's all going to stop. Though I didn't believe him at the time, but it really did stop. And then I found myself in Boston in an apartment without any money coming from me from my father. And for the first time in my life, I had to start figuring out what's next. Given my excellence in education in my university, I was awarded the Dean Scholarship every year. I was a captain of my squash team. I excelled both in sports and studies. This gave me a lot of confidence that I will get the kind of job that I want. And I had a double major in management and economics, and I immediately started looking for jobs in Boston which have to do with data research, data analysis, data research, measuring performance of businesses, so on and so forth. And I was very confident that I will easily get one. I applied to about 20, 25 companies, and I just heard back from maybe 6. And that's when I realized that, life after college is not always what it seems. It is not always what we have heard of, thought of, or dreamt of, right? Getting only replies from 6 companies did throw me off a little. Nonetheless, I had no choice. I attended all 6 interviews. I thought I did my very best at all the 6 interviews, but after 2-3 weeks of waiting, I did not hear back from any of them. And now, desperate for money, staying in a very, very expensive city, I had to start looking for any kind of job to survive. And that's when I found a job as a door-to-door salesperson. I don't know if most of you know about how door-to-door salesperson job works in the US. So every morning we used to get up at around 6 a.m. and I used to travel 2 hours via the subway and the bus to outskirts of Boston and start visiting homes in residential areas. So basically we are selling discount coupons, right? So we start ringing the bell of unknown people, trying to sell them discount coupons, and whatever they buy, we earn a commission out of it. So in a day, we used to go to about 15, 20 homes. We used to ring the bells for 15, 20 homes. Some of them never answered. Some of them did answer via the video call and asked us to go away. Some came down, opened the door and shouted at us and asked us to go away. And I think in my 3 months there, maybe just 1 or 2 families actually called us inside their house and offered us some lemonade or water. So after doing this, while doing this, I still wanted to get my dream job, and I continued looking online. Those days, I think Monster.com used to be the website to find jobs. And I started, during my search, I finally came across a company, and this company is called Measuring Success. And I start reading about this job, and it is exactly what I want. It is the perfect job. It requires data analysis, it requires a background in economics, it requires a lot of analytical skills, presentation skills, and I just loved the job description, and I started applying for it. During the application process, again, I did not hear back from the founder of the company. The name is Sasha Littman. I did not hear back at all, and since I had nothing better to do, every 3-4 days I used to send a reminder email, just asking what is the status of my candidacy. Finally, almost a month later, I got a reply asking me to come for an interview. And I was so excited that, I've been finally called for an interview for my dream job. I dressed up in a suit like today. I wore my best tie and went for the interview, expecting finally that better, finer things are going to come into my life. Once I reached the location, his office was just opposite Harvard University. I was living in Cambridge, Massachusetts, which is where MIT and Harvard are. And this address, which was 356 Western Avenue, is just across the gate from Harvard University. So I went there, and it turned out to be a house. It was a residential house, not an office. And that was the first sign that maybe this job is not what I expected it to be. But nonetheless, I was out of options, and I did ring the bell. Anyways, I was expert at ringing bells from my door-to-door salesman job, so ringing the bell one more time was not an issue. So I rang the bell, and a very, very tall, maybe 6'5", 6'6", white American male guy opens the door. And that was my second disappointment, because when I read the job description, I thought the word Sasha is a female. And I thought, there's going to be a female boss. But it didn't turn out that way. I was young, very young back then, so please don't judge me. I went up for the interview. The interview actually took place in a living room. Again, I thought that it's going to be, an office, but it was not even an office. It was 2 bedrooms, 1 living room, and a small dining room with the attached kitchen, like a studio apartment. And the job description always said that you have to be a graduate from an Ivy League university. If some of you know, I'm sure most of you know what Ivy Leagues are. Those are the top 9 universities in the US. Harvard, Princeton, MIT, Brown, so on, and Stanford, so on and so forth. This guy, Sasha, was himself a graduate of mathematics from Yale University, and he was a PhD from Harvard University. And therefore, his condition was that he only hires employees who have an Ivy League education. And this was a criteria that I did not meet. However, he pointed this out, and he made it very, very clear to me that the only reason that he's making an exception for me is because I kept following up every 3 days. He said the kind of work that he is in, which is consulting, it requires aggressive follow-up with your customers, with your clients, to get the right data at the right time. And he said this quality of aggressively following up made him believe that he could take a chance on me. And that's how I got my first job. And right then and there, he offered me a salary of $8 an hour, which was almost the minimum wage in Massachusetts back then. It was same as my door-to-door sales salary, but it was a much better job. At least I didn't have to walk around neighborhoods, and I had a permanent office, so to speak. So I accepted the job, and I asked him, when can I start? He said right away. I think the interview was at 4 p.m., and I started working from 4:30 p.m. And the first day at my job, as soon as I start, I get about 20 Excel files emailed to me, And after I got he gave me an old laptop and email ID, all that, and then he immediately sends this bunch of files and starts asking me to analyze the data. And I was there until 11 p.m. that night. So my first day of job, right after the interview, I continued till 11. And then this cycle went on for the next 3 years. I worked with him for 3 years. But in the third month of my job, he also made me do things like pick up his laundry. I was picking up his laundry from the dry cleaners. I was getting his car serviced. He's a Jew, so Jewish people have Sabbath on the weekend. So on the weekend, they're not supposed to do anything. So I was also picking up bread. So I did all kinds of tasks with him, including consulting. And remember, he was heading, if most of you might have heard of the consulting firm McKinsey. So he was heading the Boston McKinsey office for 7 years. And after quitting McKinsey, he started his own firm, and I was the first employee at this firm. So I did learn a lot from him. In my third year, my father decided to visit me in Boston, and he came with my mother, and I was very excited that they are coming to visit me after a gap of 2 years. And I used this opportunity to tell my father that I'm being overworked. I'm working 14 to 15 hours a day. I'm being underpaid. I'm not being paid more than, by now, $12 an hour. And I think my father should definitely talk to my boss about it. And my father and he arranged a meeting in a hotel next to Harvard, and they met. And after the meeting, I was so eager to find out what my father had told my boss. And my father comes out and he says, your boss said he's only making you work 12 to 14 hours. I gave him permission to extend it by another 4 hours. So that's the kind of industrial background that I come from. So my father made sure that he tells my boss, gives his permission that I can now work 18 hours a day. And my boss was only thrilled by this. But nonetheless, the next few years went very well. I got the hang of the job. I learned how to prioritize work. I learned how to focus on the required tasks, how to meet deadlines. And by the end of 2007, the economy in India was growing. It started growing in 2005, and 2007 was sort of the peak of the economy. And my father convinced me to move back to India, move back to Mysuru, and start helping him in his business here. I did move back. I had some other reasons to move back as well. And after moving back, most of you must be familiar with the 2008 financial crisis. This is when all the American banks started collapsing because of the housing bubble, and the major US banks collapsed, world over the economy collapsed, and also the economy in India collapsed. And by end of 2008, most of the businesses and companies in India were not doing that well. And of course, we were no exception. We also started seeing losses for the first time. We had invested a lot of time and money from 2005 to 2007 for the expansion. I come from a Marwadi business family, and when they see times are good, they invest whatever they have. They don't have the concept of saving for the future. Whatever you have, you invest in the business. So that's what my father did, and when times got tough, and by 2011, our company was declared a non-performing asset by the banks. If some of you don't know what NPA, it's called NPA, it's in the news even today it's in the news all the time. It's a non-performing asset when you're not able to pay back the interest on the loans, working capital loan that you have taken from the banks on time. And till this time, I did not have a clue of, how serious a situation we are in, because I was only focused on sales, I was focused on marketing, I was focused on business development, but I was not focused on finance. And that's when I realized that, today I realized that's one of my mistakes. Anyhow, so we hired what we did next was we hired a consulting firm again out of Bombay, right? And we started visiting this, I must have visited maybe 20, 21 firms in Bombay trying to help us find a solution. And finally, to cut a long story short, by 2013, we did find a prospective buyer, and we ended up selling the aluminum extrusion business unit to a Japanese company called YKK. But throughout this entire process, it is very important to realize that how unexpected crisis can happen at any time. For some, it could be a health crisis. For some, it could be a business or a wealth crisis. And in our case, at that young age, we went through everything. Growing up, in a large industrial family, I never expected that the day I come back to India, within a year, we would be in a position where we have to start selling the business. Or that I would suddenly develop health problems because of all the stress. As a young individual, you think that, nothing is going to happen to you. But life has its surprises, and, it surprises you at every turn. And we need to be ready for that. So finally, the deal happened in 2013, and based on that, during the deal, I was transacting with the Japanese company, and looking at the performance, looking at the management, they made me an offer to stay back as a director for India. And for the last 7 years now, I continue heading all operations in India for the YKK group. I was in Bangalore for the last 10 years, but I just moved to Mysuru a couple of months back. And our manufacturing plant is in Mysuru, and now I am based out of Mysuru. When I look back at everything that has happened, I try to figure out, what is it that I've learned? And, how can I summarize these learnings and help, others get better at what they're doing? I'm sure most of you have heard of the 4 P's in marketing, right? Price, promotion, place, product. So, just to make things a little easier, I also have a 3 P's for life, based on my learnings. And in conclusion, I would just like to quickly go over the 3 P's. For me, the first one is purpose, right? It is very, very important to realize, why you do something that you do. I'm sure most of you have already begun jobs, or most of you have already got offer letters, or are about to, or are in the process of interviews. It is very, very important that you realize what is your purpose in life. Please realize, without purpose, without direction, just doing a 9-to-5 job, or just going to work every day without direction is meaningless. So it's very, very important that you have the right purpose. Second is perseverance, right? I went through many, many challenges, and I know now for a fact that there are still many, many challenges that are going to come along. Most of you are very, very young, right? I'm sure everybody has their ups and downs in life, and maybe some of you have already been through a lot of issues, a lot of problems. Some of you are lucky who haven't. But let me tell you this, that anything, you need to be prepared. You need to persevere when the problem comes. Not, giving up is a very, very important quality. For us, it was very easy to give up when I did not find my first job, or I did not find the kind of, job that I was looking for, or when things started going haywire when we moved back to India. But not giving up, perseverance is very, very important. So the first one is purpose, the second one is perseverance, and the third one, which is most important of all, what I think is patience. It's a very simple word, it's a very easy word, it's very easy to throw it around to people and say, be patient, whether it's at a traffic signal that has just turned green, or whether it is a text or a reply that you're waiting for on your phone, we tend to get eager and impatient very fast. But patience in life is very, very important. I must have, since I've come back to India in the last, since 2007, in 13 years, I must have interviewed more than 500 candidates. And, most of them join us or join, group companies that I know of. And within 3 months or within 6 months, if they don't think the job is to their expectation, they immediately leave or they jump to the next best thing, what they think is best in their mind. Patience is very, very important. And I cannot stress the importance of this. So the 3 Ps, like I said, if there's some takeaway from my talk today, one is, of course, the first one is purpose, the second one is perseverance, and the third one is patience. And if you can, cultivate a habit, or if you can internalize, these 3 virtues, this is what then gives you power, right? So the 3 Ps add up to the 4th one, which I call power. And this power is, within you for you to decide what you want to do with your life, what, you want to do with your future, and how are you going to shape it, right? And where it takes you. Without power, it is very, very difficult. I mean, without these 3 virtues, I think it's very, very difficult to succeed in life. I have come across many youngsters, many managers at our company and other group companies, who get lost midway. Maybe a couple of weeks into their job, a couple of months into their job, or even a couple of years. But those who have a clear sense of purpose, are there for the long term. And this is what gives you success, right? So in my closing remark, something my grandfather used to always tell me growing up, and I have used these principles as, a guiding light in my life, and it has helped me a lot. And maybe, it could help some of you, and even if it helps only one of you, I would still feel very satisfied. This last thing is about setting the right priorities. It is very, very important that we have the right priorities in life, we have the right focus in life. So what I have been taught growing up from my grandfather is, first is country, right? And second is, so there are 5 things. The first one is country, the second one is work, which means that whatever work you do, always make sure that the work you're doing is benefiting the country in some manner. Never ever choose a job or choose a work or choose a career that you think is not going to add value to your society, is not going to add value to your country. So country should always come first. Second is work. Now, third is family. You will notice that work comes before family. And when I heard this for the first time, I was very curious that why is work given more importance than family? And he told me a very, very simple answer. He said, you need money, you need work to feed your family, to take care of your family, and to be respected in society. People do not respect those who are not working, those who are lazy, right? They don't get any respect. So work comes before family. And then once you have taken care of your country, of your work, third is family, you must take care of them. And the fourth is society, right? Why is society very important? Because, like I said, it ties back to the concept of purpose. Please understand that humans are the only ones that are called a civilization. We don't have a civilization of any other animal. The word civilization is used only for humans, and that is because of transfer of knowledge, right? Over the last 200,000 years as Homo sapiens, we have been transferring knowledge from one generation to the other, and that is why society is very important. And the last one is self, right? So self comes last. So these are the priorities that I have led my life by, and I hope it helps some of you. I hope my talk today, gives some examples of the various, turns and twists life can take. And I really, really hope that, my 10, 15-minute talk can at least help some of you navigate what lies ahead. And I wish you all the very best. And I thank Principal and everyone for this wonderful opportunity to speak here this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that wonderful speech, sir. You have really motivated our students and let them know what are the priorities in their lives. Thank you very much. Success is not the destination that we reach. Success is the quality of our journey. The quality of the journey depends upon the goals we set and the path we choose to achieve it. Mankind's greatest achievement have come about by constant encouragement. All we need to do is to appreciate and encourage the young minds. Most achievers are people who have made a strong and deep dedication to pursue a particular goal. VVCE recognizes this dedication by awarding the student with the Best Outgoing Student Award and the Best Student Achiever Award in each department every year. To begin this award ceremony, I would now like to request Dr. Balaji Rao, Head of MBA Department, to share with us the names of the Best Outgoing and the Best Student Achiever Award for the year 2020 from the Department of MBA.
Good afternoon, honorable members on the dais and my dear colleagues and dear students. Well, our department's program all is focused on personality grooming, nurturing leadership, where our students demonstrate a character that ensures respect, trust, care and excellence. And today I am very happy to announce the two of our students who are consistent in demonstrating these qualities. I would like now invite Mr. Parshuram R. Naik here to receive the award of Best Outgoing Student. Mr. Parshuram. Yeah. I am also happy to invite Lekhana M. of our department to receive the Best Student Achiever Award. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Ravi Kumar V, Head of Computer Science and Engineering Department, to announce the names of Best Outgoing and Best Student Achiever Award winners from Department of Computer Science.
Good afternoon to one and all, respected members of management, principal, and my dear colleagues. And this time we had a tough competition to judge this best outgoing and best achiever award at us, in our department. For the best outgoing student, any guesses? None other than Manoj Atreya. I request Manoj Atreya to come on this. Also, we have Best Achiever Award. Best Achiever from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. This is Piyusha KS from the Best Achiever Award. I wish you all the best for my department student for all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Vinitha DC, Head of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Department, to announce the names of Best Outgoing and Best Student Achiever winners from the Department of Information Science and Engineering.
Good afternoon, dignitaries on the dais, deans, HODs, and my dear students. From Information Science and Engineering Department, the Best Outgoing Student Award goes to Ramya Bhatt. From Information Science and Engineering Department, the Best Achiever Award goes to Pramod. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Chandrasekhar M. Patil, Head of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, to announce the names of Best Outgoing and Best Student Achiever Award from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. From the Department of ECE, the best outgoing student, Ms. Deeksha P. And the Best Achiever Award, Mr. Satvik. So congratulations to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to request Dr. Shobha Shankar, Head of Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, to announce the names of the winners from the Department of Electrical and Engineering.
Good afternoon, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my dear colleagues and the graduating class of 2020. So from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, the best outgoing student is Yashwant Gowda. Congratulations. And the Best Student Achiever Award goes to Yamini NG.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. S.K. Prasad, Head of Civil Engineering Department, to announce the names of the winners from the Department of Civil Engineering.
It's always nice for a teacher when his students are doing good. And that's exactly what you people have done. I would like to congratulate all the outgoing students for your excellent performance in examinations and your friendly nature, your competitive spirits. Dignitaries on and off the dais, my dear students, I have a very pleasant duty to perform to announce the best students of civil engineering. Well, there was a very tough competition. For best outgoing students, there were 9 students who had applied. And any guess? I'd like to call upon Disha J. And then, for the best student achiever, there were 8 students who had competed. And it is Nishant. My hearty congratulations to all of you, both of you, and to all the students.
Thank you, sir. I would like to call upon Dr. G.V. Naveen Prakash, Head of Mechanical Engineering Department, to announce the names of the winners from the Department of Mechanical Engineering.
Good afternoon all, dignitaries on the days, off the days, my dear colleagues and my dear students. From the Department of Mechanical Engineering, best outgoing student is Mr. Chidanand Kashyap. And the best student achiever is Mr. Pawan Chaitanya. Congratulations to both of them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Here comes the most awaited moment of this function to announce the best outgoing student and the best student achiever in the entire college for the year 2019-20. I now request Dr. N.S. Lingigowda, Alumni Association Coordinator, to announce the names of Best Outgoing and Best Student Achiever from the entire college.
Good morning to all. Every year, VVCE Alumni Association honors the best outgoing student and best student achiever of the college. I am very happy to announce the names of the students as best outgoing and best achiever for the entire college. Firstly, best outgoing student award for the graduating batch 2016-20 goes to, any guess? Manoj Atreya from Computer Science and Engineering. Congratulations, Manoj. Best Student Achiever Award for the graduating batch 2016-20 goes to, any guess? Nishant from Civil Engineering. Congratulations, Nishant. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to all the winners. I now request all the winners, the respective HODs of the departments to come over the stage for a photo session. you everyone. Dreams and dedication are a powerful combination. Such a dedicated and a person with focused dream is our Honorable Secretary of Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Engineer Shri P. Vishwanath. I now request Honorable Secretary to speak a few words on this occasion.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಹತ್ತು ತಿಂಗಳು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ on the farewell function which should have been done earlier, we are holding little late. I am very happy that we have Executive Director, Boroka Extrusion Private Limited, Mr. Rajat Agarwalji, presided by Vidyavardhaka Sangha President Sri Gundapagowda. On the dais, Honorary Treasurer Sri Shaila Ramannavar, and respected Principal Dr. B. Sadashivagowda, all the deans, HODs, faculty, non-teaching members, and especially the students. I should congratulate them because it is almost 100% result in all the branches. In all the branches. When initially announced, civil, mechanical, computer science and information science were 100%, electrical, electronics was 97%, and electronics communication was 91%. As I was informed by principal, after the revaluation, it is all 100%. That's why I congratulate everyone who have made this achievement and brought the name to college. You are aware, the college, you are the 20th batch. That means the college started in 97. It started in our industrial ITI building. There was no other buildings. We just started the college in Industrial Training Institute. There was the class and there was the principal office. Everything was in the ITI building. After that, gradually we built the other buildings. We started with only 4 branches. Only 240 was the strength. Now 840 is the strength. I am very happy. Our engineering college has made a very good name. Not only in Mysuru, and whole of Karnataka. We have been measured by some of the agencies, and we are put in the first 20 colleges in Karnataka. And due to this pandemic, there is a big difference for this year's admission. Yesterday I was in Bangalore with the QPACA meeting. There are so many leading colleges who are regretting they were unable to get students for the admission. They were telling in CET itself 20,000 seats are fell vacant. We are lucky. VVCE is almost, we have reached 86% admission and we have done very well. In some of the branches, we have got 100% admission also. That shows the popularity and the students who have passed out from our college have been the good ambassadors, and they have told outside the importance of the college. As a management, I request each one of you, when you are placed or when you have been working elsewhere, be always keep in mind to encourage the graduates of VVCE when they approach your company or wherever you are there, to see that you encourage VVCians and provide them all the required help. I am very happy that Rajat Agarwal ji has given you tips. Many of you are engaged, talking to each other. He has said 3 P's: purpose, perseverance, and patience. And also, he has guided what his grandfather has informed him. What are the importance to be given? Priorities in life. He has mentioned priorities of life. Country stands first, work second, family third, society fourth, fifth is self. The self comes last. It's a very wonderful, one should learn, keep them in their mind, in their life, which gives them a good impression. Though he studied in abroad, he has made up his mind to come back to motherland, and he is heading a good industry in Mysuru. I congratulate him. I thank him for his very good, kind words. At the last, I congratulate everyone and wish all of you a very happy and prosperous future in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Leadership is the capacity to translate the vision into reality. The person who is always enthusiastic in translating the dreams into reality is our Honorable President of Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Shri Gundappa Gowda. I now request Shri Gundappa Gowda to deliver the presidential address.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಓಂ ಸಹನಾಭವತು ಸಹನೋ ಭುನಕ್ತು ಸಹ ವೀರ್ಯಂ ಕರವಾವಹೈ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಾವಧೀತಮಸ್ತು ಮಾ ವಿದ್ವಿಷಾವಹೈ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಈ ದಿನದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ರಜತ್ ಅಗರ್ವಾಲ್ರವರೇ, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಪಿ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ಅವರೇ, ಕೋಶಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀಶೈಲ ರಮಣ ಅವರೇ, ಪ್ರಾಚಾರ್ಯರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸದಾಶಿವಗೌಡ್ರೆ, ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರೇ, ಮಹಾಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರೇ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರೇ, 1949ರಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೆ ಪುಟ್ಟಸ್ವಾಮಿಯವರು ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ವರ್ಷ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲನ್ನು ಮೈಸೂರು ನಗರದ ಮಧ್ಯಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. 1974ರಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆ ಪುಟ್ಟಸ್ವಾಮಿಯವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಜಮೀನನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ. 1997ರಲ್ಲಿ PM ಚಿಕ್ಕೋರೆಯವರ ಸಾರಥ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿ 24 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇವತ್ತೇನು ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ ಪಡೆದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ನೀವು 20ನೇ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ತಾವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಕಾಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ತಾವು ಉನ್ನತಿಯ ತಾವು ತೇರ್ಗಡೆಯಾಗಿ ತಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತೇರ್ಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಷ್ಟೇ, ಕೆಲವರು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವರು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ ತಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ತಾವು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೊರದೇಶದಿಂದ ಏನೇನೋ ನಾವು ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ತಾವು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿ ತಮ್ಮಳ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ತಾವುಗಳು ಏನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ನಿಷ್ಠೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 25 ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯುವಕರಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ತಾವು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಸಂಜೆವರೆಗೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಿಷ್ಠೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತದನ್ನು ತಾವು ಆ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವು ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ತಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಉದ್ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಗ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತಾವು ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾವು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಬಡವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು 30 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ತಾವು ಸಹ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಡವರು ತಮಗೆ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿ, ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧನೆಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳದ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ತಾವು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿ, ನಮಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗಳ 4 ವರ್ಷ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ತಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯಲಿ, ತಮ್ಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹಾರೈಸಿ ನಾನು 2 ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, sir. Before we wind up the program, Professor Jagdish B. from Electronics and Communication Engineering Department have written a few lines to all of you. I would like to recite it to all of you. ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ತೋಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಗುವ ಹೂಗಳಂತೆ, ಹೊರಗೆ ಕಾಲಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತಿರುವಿರಿ ಮಿನುಗಲು ಚುಕ್ಕಿಗಳಂತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಂಧ ಇರಲಿ ಮುಗಿಯದ ಅನುಬಂಧದಂತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವು ಸಾಧಿಸಿ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಛಲಬಿಡದಂತೆ. ಮಾನವೀಯ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳ ಅರಿತು ನೀವಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಕೊಡುಗೆ, ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಾರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಬೀಳ್ಕೊಡುಗೆ. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಾರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಬೀಳ್ಕೊಡುಗೆ. I now request Dr. H.S. Dayananda, Dean Academics, VTU, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Chief Guest, respected dignitaries of the management, principal, members of the management, my dear colleagues, bestowed of the dais, and my beloved graduating students, invitees, and ladies and gentlemen. I feel honored and privileged having an opportunity to offer vote of thanks on the memorable occasion. I should first thank the chief guest, Sri Rajat Agarwal, Executive Director of Baruka Extrusions Private Limited. Despite his busy schedule, accepted our invitation and has come here and made this a memorable occasion. I thank you, sir. I extend grateful thanks to Sri Gundappa Gowda, Honorable President, Vidyavartaka Sangha, Mysuru, for presiding over this function. Thank you, sir. Let me express my heartfelt thanks to Engineer P. Vishwanath, Honorable Secretary of Vidyavartaka Sangha, for his gracious presence. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to Sri Shaila Ramanavar, Honorable Treasurer, Vidyavartaka Sangha, for his gracious presence. I thank you, sir. The successful culmination of this program owes much to the guidance and support of our Principal Dr. B. Sadashivegowda, and I thank him for the same. Permit me to mention our appreciation to the entire teaching fraternity of the DAS. Finally, the wonderful 2020 graduating students who have turned up in good numbers. We thank you so much for your gracious presence and wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. I would like to acknowledge that this wouldn't have been successful without the assistance of the coordinators and their team members of all the committees who helped us for making this function a memorable one. Thank you all. On this note, I would like to conclude my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request everyone to raise for the national anthem.
तब शुभ नामे गाये, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you everyone. I request all the students to have the delicious lunch served outside, and I request you to assemble back near the sports complex for the photo session at 2 o'clock.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hi Neha.
You?
I'm fine.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations on your awards.
Yeah, thank you.
So I have a questionnaire for you. So let me show the question. Can you tell me something about your journey at VVC?
Yeah, it was my wonderful journey at VVCE. This 4 years, it's like it has given me so much of learnings, and I have learned many things from my 4 years of journey. And I thank VVCE for giving me an opportunity to study here and giving me some more opportunities to flourish myself.
That's great, Manoj. Like, let me know something about yourself. Like, what are you passionate about?
Yeah, I was passionate about doing some good deeds to the department and to the society. So I chose computer science and engineering as my stream so that I can solve real world problems. So that was my dream, and now I'm continuing my dream in that field.
So since you will not be studying here anymore, what is that one thing that you will miss at VVC?
The first and the foremost thing I miss at VVC is the whole campus. I love the campus, and I love to come here at any time and any moment. And I also miss my department wholly, and our lecturers, my friends, and the journey of those 4 years was amazing. So I miss all those things here. Yeah, thank you.
Manoj, thank you so much. Have a great life ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Hello? Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi Sujit, we have Sujit here with us from Computer Science and Engineering Department. Very good afternoon Sujit, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, very nice. Since you are a senior and you are being passing, like you are in the final year now, what do you say overall about your journey at VVC?
No, actually, I was waiting for opportunity. ಇದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Okay, I was waiting for opportunity for speaking on stage, but unfortunately I didn't got. Uh, like actually, I was interested in electronics and thought of doing mechanical engineering, but life took me, and I finally ended up with engineering in computer science. It's more likely having a crush on someone and loving someone and ending up with tying knot with someone else.
So Sujit, tell me, what is the most proudest moment for you at VVC?
Yeah, being called as Gangadhar. I would like to share my one of my personal experience with you, not you, like with audience. Yeah, uh, I still remember the first day of college. Like everyone was talking in English, none of them were using Kannada. ನನಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂಡಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವತ್ತು ಡೇ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯಾರೇ ನನಗೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೆನ್ ಬಂದರು. ಹಂಗೆ ಅವತ್ತ first class was civil. I still remember that class was taken by Shilpa ma'am. On that day, ma'am asked us to introduce ourselves on dais. That day I was little afraid because everyone was giving their introduction in English, which I'm poor at. That time, because I was studied in Kannada medium and English was not my cup of coffee that time. That day I couldn't able to speak for 30 seconds also. That was my first awkward moment among many which I was going to encounter in life. Now I'm ready to face those challenges because that's how life rolls. Also, that day I felt little pain in my heart. Also, I got inspired by my friends because the way the command and confidence on English speaking skills and the way how deal with the given situation. I personally believe that one surrounding makes a huge impact on their life. There is a quote, if you are the smartest person in a room, then you are in a wrong room. Luckily, I wasn't. Then I sought help of my friends and they helped me to learn English and other required skills for proper communication. I would like to thank my friends for giving their strong shoulders for in my difficult times in supporting me, and I would like to thank all my lecturers for correcting my mistakes, encouraging me and guiding me to become a good person to us, like better person to a society. Then I would like to thank all technical and non-technical staff for helping us in gaining knowledge. And finally, last but not least, I would like to thank Google, YouTube, GitHub, and Larry Tesler, the person who introduced engineer's best friend, Control V and Control C.
Thank you so much, Sujit. We are very happy that you were back with so much strength and so much courage to talk in front of all of us. So a very best of luck to you for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you. One more last thing. I'm proud to be a VVCN.
That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching so patiently our farewell of 2020 batch. It was great indeed. The sessions and the event and everything was perfectly done.
So I wish you all a happy day ahead. Thank you.